Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got something interesting. We got some outtakes that we're gonna be put into marathons, but they never really made it. So this is sponsored by SIDECAR Dog. Thank you so much for coming with these like leftover takes, but it's called Cutting Room Floor. I love it. I love the marathon Cutting Room Floor. So they did make it into a marathon. So I'm excited. I'm excited to do this. So let's see what we have here. So I do recognize two artists. We got Rod Stewart and George Harrison, but we're gonna start it off today with Tommy James and the Shondells. This is called Crystal Blue Persuasion. That's the first song that we're gonna do. Then the second one is by Mr. Rod Stewart, Mandolin Wind. This is, thank you so much. I wanted to just say right out the door here, thank you, SIDECAR, for the two songs. The first two songs are Warner's songs. That makes me like already like, because I love to add something extra, but I've kind of like limited. If you guys already choose some Warner songs in the marathon, then I have more, room to add something that's not just Warner on the Warner catalog, which is, by the way, huge, but not as huge, I guess, as the Universal catalog. Okay, so two songs by Warner, Rod Stewart, and Tommy James. Then we're gonna do Lemon Tree by Fool's Garden. I've never heard of them before. Then when We Was Fab by George Harrison. Of course, I've heard George Harrison before, and with the Beatles. And then we're gonna do, this is Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence by Ryuichi Sakamoto. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. This is the acoustic version from the album 1996. So we got the right album, Black and Gray Stripes. I got it. Awesome. Thank you, SIDECAR Dog, for this awesome marathon. Let's get into it. I'm already ready to go into this, and we got everything loaded up here. So without further ado, let's get it started. Thank you guys so much for being here, everyone who's a fan of the channel. Thank you for liking the videos, for watching the videos, for subscribing to the channel, also for watching the content that's just me without Alexia. I know with Alexia, of course, we have more dialogue, we have more things to say because we bounce off each other, but so I do appreciate you guys also watching my videos by myself. But yeah, so here we go with the first song, which is Crystal Blue. I guess you watch me for the bloopers and the mispronunciations, but no, here we go with Crystal Blue Persuasion. Here we go. Thank you so much again. Thank you, SIDECAR, for sponsoring the video. Here we go. Ooh. Some Latin vibes right here.
What do you see? The sun is rising, most definitely. A new day is coming. Ooh, people are changing. Ain't it beautiful? Ooh, crystal blue persuasion. See the light. Love is the answer. Ooh, and that's alright. Don't you give up now.
I love the scale. What is it? I love it. I had my guitar here yesterday, and I was like, I'm gonna grab it and try and play. But it's over there. I don't want to get up. I don't want to interrupt it so much. It has a little bit of a Latin vibe, like Santana. You know, a little bit. You know, I've heard the scale before. Like I always say, well, when I hear Santana, it's, you know, it's the Dorian mode. He plays in that most of the times, you know, when he's not playing the blues scale or the pentatonic scale, it's the Locrian mode. It just fits this Latin vibe very, Dorian mode, sorry, not the Locrian mode. So yeah, it sounds a little bit like it. Really, really beautiful. I love it. And I love that it's, I don't know if it's an acoustic guitar but it's definitely like a nylon sounding instrument. But it could be steel. Don't quote me on anything.
Don't you give up now. So easy to find. Just look to your soul. Look to your soul and open your mind.
No, now I hear steel. It's definitely steel. Nylon sounds a bit thinner. It sounds too bright to be nylon. That's nylon. Yes.
Crystal blue persuasion. It's a new vibration. Crystal blue persuasion. Crystal blue persuasion.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow, when he looks down on every green field, in every town, all of his children, in every nation, there'll be peace and good brotherhood. Crystal blue persuasion. Yeah. Crystal blue persuasion. Crystal blue persuasion.
Very cool. I love it. It does have this, I guess the Latin flavor comes because of the, you know, congas and bongos, whatever's happening. And then the scales, you know, the bass lines was also a little, you know, just like it had this little Latin flavor to it. And then when I was like, okay, these are steel strings, suddenly you do hear nylon strings, which are, well, nylon, you know, and they sound different. But the whole thing had like a little bit of a Latin vibe going on. And I could see this music, you know, being heard in Mexico, in the Bahamas, on the beach, you know, in your hotel, or maybe the band at the hotel playing, or, you know, I guess, you know, that's what it reminds me of personally, you know. Very, very young, when my first job in Mexico was, I worked at a German hotel where most of the people only spoke German, and they were from Germany. And it's so funny because you can literally recognize them from a mile away that they're from Germany. Like it's just like, I don't know if it's in the face. It's just something. It's like German people look a certain way, and they would never, like, I don't look German at all. I'm more Italian. I'm 50% Italian, and then all the other 50% supposedly from this DNA thing is like all Northern Europe, like it's obviously Germany, but it has more Swedish and Norwegian and all the North stuff. Um, so I work there for these, and since I speak German, and that's what they used to play in the evenings. This kind of music and this kind of setting. So yeah, okay, but I loved it. So Rod Stewart's is next, Mandolin Wind. Here we go, and this is also another Warner tune. So I'm super happy, and it's so funny because when the marathon starts, it has a certain flavor to it, right? And I'm already thinking, what could I add? But that's why I pause, and then I think about what to add. But yeah, let's go with Rod Stewart.
When the rain came, I thought you'd leave, 'cause I knew how much you loved the sun. But you chose to stay and keep me warm through the darkest nights I've ever known. If the mandolin wind couldn't change a thing, then I know I love you.
Nice slide.
Oh, the snow fell without a break. Buffalo died in the frozen fields, through the coldest winter in almost 14 years. I couldn't believe you kept a smile. Now I can rest assured, knowing that we've seen the worst, and I know I love you.
I love it. Beautiful.
Never was good with romantic words, so the next few lines come really hard. Don't have much, but what I've got is yours, except of course my steel guitar. 'Cause I know you don't play, but I'll teach you one day, because I love you.
Just very soothing, this song. I love acoustic music, and yeah, this it has of course the mandolin and the acoustic guitar and the slide, and just like it's very beautiful. I love it. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna look at pictures of Rod Stewart, and I love that he's always had like the same hair, and that kind of like defies his like look. He's always looked like that, and I'm looking at wedding pictures of Rod Stewart, and I'm like, yeah, this is so cool. Like it looks like he married a couple of times. I don't know. I wouldn't know. They're all blonde, and maybe it's the same one. But also with long hair. So cool. Yeah, I love Rod Stewart. I love his voice, like I've said this before, it's like instantly recognizable. It's very soothing. I love the raspiness. It's just so, he's just a very, very feel good, musician. His music is just very good, So I'm always happy to listen to a little bit more of him. Okay, let's continue. But yeah, this one is definitely very beautiful, very serene song.
I recall the night we knelt and prayed, noticing your face was thin and pale. I found it hard to hide my tears. I felt ashamed, I felt I'd let you down. No mandolin wind couldn't change a thing. Couldn't change a thing. No, no. La da da da. La da 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 da. La da da da. La da da.
Love it. I love it. Like I said, something about him, it's just, very feel good music, and yeah, and his voice is unique. And this was a bit different, I like it. I like I mean, I've never really heard a Rod Stewart song that's like super heavy, but he is a rocker, he's like a rocker, but he's not like a hard rocker. I guess, I don't know. I also thought that like, for example, talking about Santana, I only thought that he played, what I usually would hear when I hear Black Magic Woman or Europa or Samba Pati, or stuff like that. That's stuff I thought that was Santana style, and then I made a marathon some time ago, and it was completely different. So I don't really know too much about Rod Stewart's style, but it's in that pop rock, I think. Like, yeah, style, I guess. Okay, let's move on. We're gonna play some, what's this? Fool's Garden? Fool's Garden, Lemon Tree is the song. So I've never heard of them before. So let me see. This is from High Time, and this looks okay. 2009. So it's a bit, this is more on the newer side. Newer. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you're constantly listening to 70s music when something is 40 years later than it is a bit newer. Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
I'm sitting here in the boring room. It's just another rainy Sunday afternoon. I'm wasting my time, I got nothing to do. I'm hanging around, I'm waiting for you, but nothing ever happens. And I wonder, I'm driving around in my car. I'm driving too fast, I'm driving too far. I'd like to change my point of view. I feel so lonely, I'm waiting for you, but nothing ever happens. And I wonder how, I wonder why. Yesterday you told me about the blue, blue sky, and all that I can see is just another lemon tree. I'm turning my head up and down. I'm turning around, and all that I can see is just another lemon tree. Sing da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 dee dee da. I'm sitting here, I miss the power. I'd like to go out, taking a shower, but there's a heavy cloud inside my head. I feel so tired, put myself into bed where nothing ever happens. And I wonder, isolation is not good for me. Isolation, but I don't want to sit on the lemon tree and stepping around in the desert of joy. Baby, anyhow, I'll get another toy and everything will happen. And you wonder, I wonder how, I wonder why. Yesterday you told me about the blue, blue sky, and all that I can see is just another lemon tree. I'm turning my head up and down. I'm turning around, and all that I can see is just another lemon tree. And I wonder how, I wonder why. Yesterday you told me about the blue, blue sky, and all that I can see, and all that I can see, and all that I can see is just the yellow lemon tree.
Very good. I think, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I must have heard this before, but I can't recall. It just sounds very familiar. And then when I looked at the views, it's like 500 million. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard this before, but not like this, not like, you know, consciously. I think I actually looked it up, like if this wasn't in any movie, and I'm sure it is, you know. This was like a huge hit. Oh, there it is. Let me see. You can actually look in IMDb, like if a song has ever been in a film. Let's see. Oh no, this is more the movie Lemon Tree. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. It's a great song. It has like this almost like polka vibe. You know, really cool, beautiful song. Really, really cool. I love the selection because it's literally all like acoustic stuff, you know, and acoustic stuff always gets a lot of love from everybody, so I'm happy. So I already know what to add at the end. I'm not gonna add something with electric guitars, that's for sure. Let's do something. I'll I'll think of something. But yeah, so Fool's Garden, Lemon Tree, definitely heard that before, but I wouldn't recall where. But really nice. I really liked it. I'm definitely gonna listen to that again. Okay, now George Harrison, a master of acoustic playing and composition. Here we go with the one of the Beatles. Here we go.
Back then, long time ago, when grass was green, woke up in a daze, arrived like strangers in the night. Long time ago when we was fab, back when income tax was all we had. Caresses fleeced you in the morning light, casualties at dawn, and we did it all. Long time ago when we was fab, my world, you are my only love. And while you're in this world, the first gonna come and claim you, but you know better wise. When the buzz gonna come and take you away, take you away.
It's crazy how much this sounds like the Beatles. Like it's literally like even like the little, I don't know, like dun 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 dun. You know that? And then even the voice sounds like Lennon or like I don't know. It's so crazy like that these four just make it sound you know. And this is the 11th. This is from the 11th studio album. Let's look into this a little bit. You know, let's listen to the song and then I'll read it. I don't want to interrupt it too much. Let's go.
Take you away.
This
The microscopes that magnified the tears studied.
like this, like for example, this sounds like a lot of like Strawberry Fields or like I don't know, like this whole vibe. It's so good because I mean he is the quiet Beatle as they call him.
Once and I'm still alive for all and all. Long time ago when we was fab, but it's all over now, baby blue. Long time ago when we was
Wow. Yeah, the end sounded like a little bit from like his stuff from Bangladesh. Um and when he had his time with Ravi Shankar. But no, the whole thing, now it makes a little bit of sense because I looked at the Wikipedia and it is with the it says here he asked former Electric Light Orchestra leader and fellow musician Jeff Lynne to co-produce the new album. So it has this sound of it sounds like Electric Light Orchestra. It sounds like the Beatles, but Electric Light Orchestra is inspired so much by the Beatles, so it has like the same sound. And Ringo Starr is on the drums here, so even Gary Wright is on the piano. Elton John is on the album. Eric Clapton is on the guitar as well, not on this track though. But Jeff Lynne is on the bass, and really cool. Like, just I love the sound of this. I mean, this song sounded so much like the Beatles. There was so much Beatleism, going on. Like the typical stuff, the psychedelics, the voice, the soft like voices, and a little bit of just really cool track. So far, all of these have been super cool. I mean, the first one, really, really beautiful Latin infused stuff. Then Rod Stewart was just very romantic. Fool's Garden, like that was I guess it's like super, super popular. I mean, 500 million just on this platform, that's pretty new. This under 10 years, or maybe a little bit over 10 years old, Spotify. And then this song was just very good. Now, this is the next one. I have no idea what I'm getting into. Let's see. And I don't even know if I pronounced it correctly. But you know me, like I'm the mispronouncing master. But let's give it another go. So I know it's Ryu or Ryu, but it's Ryuichi Sakamoto. Ryuichi Sakamoto. Maybe that's the right way. All right. So, like, I just love when I watch Japanese movies and they get so intense. I know. I mean, I know this is just I'm just doing like a remember Charlie Chaplin and the Great Dictator when he was doing all this gibberish. So I hope my gibberish is not offensive to anyone. It's just a joke. But even when I the other day on Disney Plus, you can do something super fun. If you like just watching movies in different languages. And I love Star Wars, and it's now all on Disney Plus, right? So I was just switching between, because I remember seeing them in German, and that's how I originally remember them in German, which is kind of weird because that's not the real, dub, but I really love these voice actors in German. So I was watching them in German, and then it's like, okay, you can watch Italian. Okay, let's switch it. And that's kind of weird, that they're speaking Italian. And then I switch it to I switch it to Spanish, which is like, okay, that sounds kind of even worse. But I mean, I speak all the language. I do understand them. And I was like, okay, let's listen to something that I don't understand. And I switched to the Japanese, and I was laughing so hard because they were so tense. They were so intense. In every scene, they were like that kind of stuff, and even when they're like they're attacking the Death Star, and they're like super like chill, the rebels, they're like, okay, Red 5 standing by, and Red 2 standing by, and then in the Japanese, just do yourselves a favor and watch it. You're gonna have a good time. Okay, so enough about this. Let's go with Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, from the album 1996. Here we go. Wow, this is beautiful. That was amazing. That's the music. I always say this every video, but that's the music that I look for, you know. That's the music I want to discover. That's it, you know. Because I love instrumental music, and I can't believe that this is from a movie with David Bowie, 1983. I'm going to have to buy this movie today. And it's such a shame now that you can't buy movies. I mean, it's a hassle to get a movie on a disc now, you know. It's like it's literally over. So I'm gonna have to look on Vudu. We have about 900 movies on there, but just from buying discs, they usually give you a code. You activate that code, and we've just chosen Vudu. Oh, the creator is now on 4K. Nice. We just saw that in the theater. But I guess it's like that was a good movie from the director of Rogue One, Star Wars Rogue One. It's a very original movie about AI. It's just visually very original. I've never really seen anything like that. Oh, it's just $20. That's insane for that movie in 4K. I really recommend it. Gareth Edwards directed it. John Washington, the son from Denzel Washington, he's the lead in this movie. It's just a great film, like visually, and it's not so. It is CGI heavy, but not in a bad way. Like it's not saturates your mind like Marvel or like Transformers. It has a nice story, and it's not so fast paced, and you would like it. It has some good messages, and it's rated R, you know, so that's what. Oh no, it's PG-13. But yeah, I might even buy that today because it's $20. That's like insane. Usually when movies come out, they're like $30. But yeah, so now you pretty much, you can only like hope that the movie's streaming on somewhere where you're subscribed to, or you can just, you have to look it up on digital. Merry Christmas. I need that movie. And I love David Bowie. Even though he has not appeared too much in movies as an actor, like Labyrinth, and then he was Nikola Tesla in The Prestige. Come on, you don't have that movie? Let's see. Let me paste it in here. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. And that's what I wanted to say. Like this song felt very like, I love the way he incorporated, Japanese scales, but also with Western music, like the whole classical crescendo. But da 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 dum, da 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 dum, bring bring dum, like this da 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 da. That sounds very Japanese, So he was kind of like doing the whole culture swap, not swap, the whole like the Orient meets the West, but in music that was just very effective. I didn't know this was from a movie, because first I was like, wow, this sounds like, the typical music to like movies, like anime movies, like Spirited Away, stuff like that. Howl's Moving Castle, the music is very beautiful and has a lot of classical elements, but also sometimes they put in like some Japanese. They don't have it on here. This is like very, very upsetting. Maybe I find it under Bowie, but well, this was great. Thank you so much for introducing me to this this artist. I'm definitely gonna listen to more of him. But yeah, they don't have the movie. Maybe they're working on it. The cool thing about is once you get a movie, and then you buy it, and then it comes out in 4K, then basically they give you that copy for free. That's kind of like the redeeming factor of getting a movie on digital, if the quality goes up. But again, not all studios do it, so I do have to warn you, if you can buy it, in 4K right away, then do that. Okay, enough about movies. But I'm definitely gonna buy The Creator. Very cool movie. Very, very cool. Okay, so let's pause for a second. I'm gonna choose something that goes with this theme, and I'll be right back. All right, so I have it, and since we already have 2 songs by Warner Brothers, I'm gonna go the Sony route, and I hope it doesn't get blocked because of this. But this is just one of those songs that I've always come back to. I always listen to this, like, I don't know, a lot, So this is from the movie called Memoir of a Geisha. And this is composed by John Williams, but there's 2 key factors here to this. It has Yo-Yo Ma on the cello and Isaac Perlman on the violin, and we saw Isaac Perlman live, Alexia and I, and it was just an honor, and we got these tickets for free from Alexia's work, like literally first row in center, and so it was just unreal to see this man play. So this is John Williams, Yo-Yo Ma, and Isaac Perlman, Becoming a Geisha, and it's a beautiful tune, and I guess it's a nice ending after this beautiful tune we just heard. Add a little bit more cinematic value to this marathon, and I hope you enjoy. So I'm not going to interrupt this, or maybe, but this is just beautiful. Enjoy. Wow. So good. Um, it's been a while, you know, it's been a while since I listened to this. I was obsessed with this film, but not because of the movie. I mean, the movie is beautiful and visually amazing, Steven Spielberg, but the music was just what captured me the most. And I bought the soundtrack like on CD. Like I was big on buying like official soundtracks, like the score. So good. I haven't heard this in a while, and never with such great headphones like this. Oh my god, my body's going through all kinds of emotions. But I really highly recommend watching this movie, of course. And this is, I must say, I mean, I love John Williams, but this must be one of his like best work, you know. Like a lot of people like confuse John Williams, you know, with like Star Wars or Harry Potter or, you know, Superman, and that's what they know, Indiana Jones. But he has some amazing stuff. Like the movie Minority Report has an amazing soundtrack. Oh my god. I mean, he's famous for his themes, but music like this is like different, you know, it hits like different. Yeah, this is beautiful. I hope you enjoy this. So good. Like it's so rich and it's so thoughtful, you know, like this music. Wowza. I hope you enjoy that. I think that was a good addition to, you know, what we heard by Ryuichi Sakamoto. Beautiful. I'm gonna have him very, very closely. I'm gonna observe his career. Like it goes back like before I was born. and he just released a new album this year. So that's my kind of like, that's my music. That's my music. I love instrumental music. I love score music. Most of the stuff that I write is music that has nothing to do with rock or jazz, or I love rock and I love jazz and jazz fusion. But when I write music like this. It's very, like, I always write music for movies. I don't know why. That's just how I write. I don't know. It's just very, there's a lot of layers to the music and a lot of, I purchased this amazing pack of sounds and I have this MIDI keyboard, and I'm not a pianist, so I know all the notes and everything, and I know pretty much an extensive chord like set of chords, and I know how to add and stuff like that. But when I write, and what I needed was, like, I don't have a symphony, so I bought this pack that basically adds all these like instruments that you have in the symphony, and it gets so interesting because you can add so much stuff, but it's also and I just talked to one of my best friends, and I think I told him that, like, it's like my favorite thing to do, and also the thing that I most dread, because I can never finish. It takes me so long to finish something because there's so many possibilities, and that's why I just get stuck. And then I don't know what to do, and it's never good enough for me. That's the thing. So that's why you guys never hear music, I guess. You only hear guitar stuff. But one day I'll have the time and I'll finish something. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much again. Thank you, SIDECAR. And sometimes I'm sorry if I mix names, sometimes because we have people that contribute a lot to the channel, and then sometimes I mix up the names. So if I do that, I do apologize. Sometimes I call SIDECAR JK, sometimes I call JK SIDECAR, or sometimes I call Dave. It's just, when you're listening to the music and you're so focused, then I apologize if I do that. Suddenly, I say a different name to the actual requester. So I do apologize if I do that, or if I did that. I don't think I did, but I'm just, trying to explain, because it's sometimes so overwhelming that I just, you know what I mean. Okay, well, again, thank you so much again, SIDECAR, for this. This was wonderful, and what a great set of songs. And I hope I was entertaining and I made you laugh a little bit, or I didn't hope I'd make you cry with this last tune. I was almost crying, but I hope you had a good time. Thank you again so much for being here, and we'll see each other in the next video.